Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Christy Vann with VANNtastic Finances, and on this channel, I teach velocity banking. Today, I wanted to come on here for just a minute and wish you guys a Merry Christmas. I hope that everyone has developed a strategy and you are super excited about your finances this year going into 2025. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that it's 2025. I remember in 1989 remembering how great life was and that I had reached the pinnacle of living. And it hadn't even started, right? Here we are in 2025, coming into this beautiful new year. I know it's going to be great for you guys who are really learning and enjoying what velocity banking has done for your life and how it has changed up the whole game when it comes to finances. So I hope you guys are experiencing the same. I hope that this Christmas of 2024 is going to be the best Christmas that you have experienced in a long time because you now have financial peace. Oh my gosh, I would love to see the hearts go up in the chat if you are one of those that have really found a new way to do your finances and it has been the game changer you were looking for. Because I know for me, when I learned about it, that year was my best Christmas ever because I was able to do more giving than I had ever been able to do. And you know what? It just keeps increasing. So I'm excited to share this concept with you. I have been reading comments just now before I came on. You guys in the YouTube community are absolutely precious. I appreciate all of the kind comments that you leave. The statements that you make in the comments inspire me to keep moving forward and doing more. I'm excited to share this information with you. And as I get new information, I'm going to keep sharing things with you to hopefully improve your lives as well. I do want to share that I have been creating new videos with Chris Noggle and a bank that offers these first lien HELOCs, these all-in-one loans that's going to help you guys on the increase with getting your debts eliminated. And I want you to know the meeting that I had with Chris Noggle yesterday was absolutely so inspiring for me. If you guys have not watched our videos, please get informed because he teaches education on building wealth. Um, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like I said, when I can get inspired by people still after what I know, I can't wait to get the information out to you guys. So you all be looking for those upcoming videos because he really breaks down what the infinite banking concept looks like. And, you know, in elementary terms, I'm sorry. I should have been an elementary school teacher because I need things broken down for me that way. And that's why I have the channel set up the way I do, using this miraculous, beautiful thing behind me called a whiteboard. It just allows me to break down the steps that hopefully helps you to understand more what we're actually talking about here when we're doing the velocity concept. So, happy holidays. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Miss Sadie. We've got good morning, happy holidays, happy Christmas Eve. Absolutely. Thank you, Stacy. Karen, thank you so much. Stephanie. And then we've got, is that Koki? I like that name. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Best for you and your family. Thank you, Ang Adams. And then, my pleasure, my pleasure. Hello, Christine. First live. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate you guys so much for your kind words. We've got Montana in the house. Hello, Paul. So if you guys are really learning what the velocity concept is doing in your own personal life and you want to share your story, feel free to do that in the comments, because I love to read your comments. Everybody that, we have naysayers and I don't even care. I mean, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm not mad at you. If you want to pay interest, go do it. Go do it. I'm not mad at you. But besides some of that, I don't even pay attention to that. But the point is a lot of you guys are learning and you're excited about what you're learning. And I hope that you're having one of those jump up and down days, getting ready for maybe a party you're having tonight, or maybe one tomorrow. But I tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited. I can't help it. I try to, when I'm on these videos, I try to keep it down. I'm like mature and professional, but really I'm a kid at heart and I absolutely love the holidays. I love giving. I love giving. It's so much fun. I love the feeling of watching people open their gifts and receiving. And it's like, that makes my year. That makes my year. I love it. I'm so excited. Okay. So we've got, thank you so much, Stephanie. I love this channel. When will you do a whiteboard session? I do whiteboard sessions every day. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Jen. My first live and starting my first Velocity Banking tomorrow. Yay. I'm so excited for you. Hello, Jesus. Hello, hello. Oh my goodness. So many, Jesus, is that you? If it is, you've been with me since the beginning. I noticed that a lot of people are still coming new into the channel. So I have some of you guys that are following that have been with me since day one. Then I have new people gaining this knowledge every single day. It's amazing. It's just been amazing how the Lord has poured his favor all over this channel to push it out and to reach so many people. I believe we have over 26 million views now. So that tells me that a lot of people have learned about this concept, and either they accepted it or rejected it. It's your prerogative, whatever you want to do with it. But it was my duty to put it out there so that you guys could learn how to live in financial peace and not have to eat beans and rice and not have to sell your children and your cat and your couch and get that second and third job. Who wants to do that? Who wants to work 2 and 3 jobs because you got yourself in some debt? I don't. And I'm assuming most of you out there would like to find financial peace without taking on another job. So that being said, I'm not mad at the DR followers, but at the same time, I think there's an easier way to get rid of your debt. Oh my goodness. Okay, so good morning, Kelly. Good morning. Oh, how can I work with you one-on-one? I have a link that is right in the description of every video where you can look at the services I offer. Thank you for that, Stacy. Kelly says, can you do a video describing the difference between the types of HELOCs and which one people with mortgages should do? I'm a slow learner. I am too, Kelly. I just absolutely finished up an interview with one of the banks. They do the first lien HELOC, the all-in-one loan for every state. I believe they're in 50 states. So the difference the first lien HELOC makes compared to the mortgage is most of the time unbelievable, totally crazy. There's a link in the description of this video. I just put a new link in there actually for one of the lenders that do that. So if you want to go to that link, get a consultation with them, and they will discuss any situation that you have for transferring a mortgage into the first lien HELOC. Okay. So they're set up to take your calls, and all you have to do is give them the information to reach out to you, and they will set up a free consultation to explain all of that to you. Okay. It seems really overwhelming and difficult at first when you first hear about it, but it's really not. It's just like getting a mortgage. It's just in a line of credit, and very seldom do I not see a substantial change in payoff dates from moving that mortgage into the line of credit. A lot of people cut 2 decades off of their mortgage just by moving it into the line. So there's a lot of different scenarios there. You won't know until you find out. And you know, my whole channel and desire is to get people educated on what tools are out there, and then you can run with it or not. Like I said, I'm not going to be mad at you if you decide, I'll just stick with Dave Ramsey. Go for it. We need to be frugal. I don't have a problem with that, but I tried frugality and it did absolutely nothing for me but depress me and make me feel like I was going to suffocate because I couldn't do anything without feeling guilty about spending money. And I'm not going to live that way. And if you are like me and you don't want to live that way, then for goodness sake, learn what the velocity banking concept can do for you. Okay. Let's read JJ Brownie. Hello. Merry Christmas. Just recently found you last week, and I'm so grateful what I'm learning already from you. Thank you. You're welcome, JJ. Thank you for sharing that. I am so thankful and grateful that everybody's getting the help that they're looking for. Free information, guys. You don't have to pay me a dime. Everything you need to know is in the videos. Keep watching. If you're looking for a specific video, you might want to go to the playlist. I have some in there, not a lot. I do have some videos in there that break down exactly what you're looking for, whether that be a car loan, a student loan, your mortgage, credit cards, whatever. Okay. Happy debt freedom in care of VANNtastic. Thank you, Silver. Thank you so much. Kimmy, thanks for all you do. I've learned so much in the last month. Such a blessing. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you guys as well. Can you do a video breaking down how to fill out your worksheet, please? You know what? I have had that question a lot. And yes, I can do that. Really haven't taken the time to do that. Literally getting your information on there so that you know every single debt that you have and the balances and the payments. That's what's super important. And you definitely need to know your living expenses as well. Okay. Let's see, Stephanie, I mean, in your website, I will like to do one. I need help. Oh, my website's VANNtasticfinances.com. But I have a link for the services. So I don't know if that's what you mean or not, but it is on the website as well. Yes. Good morning. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Valerie. I appreciate that. It's afternoon here, so you must be out west somewhere because I'm in the Eastern time zone. I've been up for a while, so I don't know if if it's morning where you are, but good morning. Let's see. Thank you. I appreciate you taking my question. Merry Christmas. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. Thank you. Almost real and almost debt free, I hope. Let's see. I think I missed some. Hold on a second. Velocity banking work in the UK. It does with an offset. I think they call it the offset account in the UK. That's the only one I know of there. I do have some people in the UK that are working with credit cards. That's why I only really do consults with people in the United States because I kind of understand the US system, and I know that the banking systems in other nations are definitely different. But I do have people in the UK, Canada, Australia, oh my gosh, Belize, I think. There's so many people around the world that are watching these videos, and that blows my mind. And they're actually learning. So you just have to know what's going on in your country. with the banking system to know if you can do velocity banking. So I'm sorry that I can't offer more than that. It's just that things are so different out there, that maybe you can use it and maybe you cannot. It just depends. Okay, let's see here. We've got, I already read Kimmy, James, Valerie. Good morning. Good morning. I already said that, didn't I? Because you must be out west, I said. Caesar, Merry Christmas, Christy. Are you still providing the where do you start service? I am not currently, only because the emails are overwhelming. And I don't do that anymore. And I don't have an assistant right now either to help me with that. So the short answer is no. And the long answer is no right now. But, I do want to offer more things like that. It's just that was an email service and it was super overwhelming. Super overwhelming. VANNtastic newbie here. Merry Christmas and many blessings to all. I'm so excited to knock out my debt in 2025. I'm excited for you too, Tanya. I'm super excited. I want everybody to start January the 1st, 2025 with hope and excitement. I know that you guys can do this if you want to. Let's see. Almost Real says, thank you for taking your time today to educate those in need. It's my pleasure. I feel like the Lord gave me the wisdom about 15 years ago now, I guess, and it would be wrong for me not to share. At least for those who are really sick and tired of being sick and tired and just drowning, suffocating. Those are the feelings that come to my mind when I think about the way it used to be, and how I felt like there was absolutely no hope. I had no money. I had, kids that wanted to do things that I could not afford to do. And it's just like, it was a breath of fresh air for me when I learned about velocity banking. So I hope you guys feel the same. I totally get that. Laura says, uh-oh, it jumped. Where'd it go? Uh-oh, I'm behind. I totally get that. Life has passed me by because I could never afford the simplest things. I know, me too. Me too. And I don't want anybody to feel that. David says, I guess I don't understand. You get a line of credit like a personal loan with a... Nope, David, you need to go back to the very beginning. A loan and a line are two different things. We just were not taught about the lines like we have been taught about the loans. So you're going to have to watch lots and lots of videos to kind of grab the concept and how those lines are different from the loans and how they can help you. Christy had a lady on fixed income from the UK implemented victim. Oh, there you go. Jesus is answering the question for James. Thank you, Jesus. Nikki says, learning velocity banking from you has completely freed up our lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's what I love to hear. That's what I get to hear every day. And it's so inspiring. And I appreciate you for saying that. Yeah, don't forget to hit the like button, Silver says. You know what? I still haven't learned how that algorithm works. So if hitting the like button helps, then please do it so that we're getting more information out to more people. Kyle says, Merry Christmas. Drop a like if it helps to get these videos out there. It's exactly what I say, Kyle. Thank you so much for that. Merry Christmas to you too. Peace and harmony. Gretchen, hello, Merry Christmas. Thanks for all you do. You're welcome. You're welcome. Life changer, and kids are learning too. Very nice, Chica. I love that. Hello, beautiful. You're a beautiful blessing to many of us here. Thank you. Thank you for that, Mikkel. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I'm trying to get through I hope I'm not skipping somebody. Hello, how should I still use velocity banking if I'm living at home with my parents and zero debt? Yay, good for you. Is there anything I can use it for to put me... Girl, or boy, Swami, you have got to, if you have no debt, the best thing you can do for yourself, especially too, if you're younger, get those infinite banking policies set up. That concept is beautiful. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I cannot wait until I release the Chris Noggle videos that we did yesterday morning. He is so knowledgeable in how to build wealth. And if you get started with that now while you do not have debt, it is amazing, amazing what you can accomplish very quickly with the infinite banking concept. Thank you, God, for sending R. Nelson Nash into this earth to show people how to use whole life that is specially designed and engineered for cash value. Now, I'm not talking about whole life policies. People they're like, oh my gosh, whole life's so expensive. I don't want to do that. That's a scam. That's for insurance, commissions, all that stuff. You are wrong. And I cannot say that loud enough. You are wrong if you think a whole life policy is what I'm talking about with the infinite banking concept. You have to learn about it if you don't know. It's an amazing game changer for your finances and your wealth as well. So I'm so excited to release those videos. So there you go, Swami. Get on it. I'm going to release the videos soon. I have some that you can watch on the channel now, but he has really, really broken that down into absolute elementary terms. So you're going to love it. You're going to love it. Let's see here. Merry Christmas to you and your precious family. Thank you so much. Yes. My precious husband is sitting right over here in front of me. So he's here. Hi. Do you advise? I don't advise anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I am just sharing information. But do you advise to have all-in-one loan to pay off all credit cards? I don't know if you're talking about on the equity of your home, the all-in-one. That's a loaded question there. I would have to know all of your information to even know if that is a good idea. But in a lot of circumstances, it is a good idea. Danette, I came across your video on paying off the mortgage and a video on paying off debt. Do you have a video that includes both? All of my videos, most of my videos are on regular debt and the mortgage. It all works the same way. So it depends on what line of credit you're using, how much debt you have, what your cash flow is. There's a ton of questions wrapped around that question you ask. So you kind of need to know everything about your situation, okay? But yes, all of those videos, yes, are out there, and they should be able to help you with debt and mortgage altogether. What about the behavior part of finance that got them into the debt? Oh, Matt, we've got us a little person on here that's wanting to kind of address a judgmental side of debt. I don't get into that. I don't care what got you into debt. I have done stupid too. So for me to sit here and try to educate you on frugality or on your lifestyle, that's not my business. I don't care what got you into debt. I'm showing you how to get out. If people's behaviors are a problem, then they'll figure it out or not. Dave Ramsey's sitting out there to tell you all about how you should act as a person with your finances. I am here to give you answers. If you want to listen to the concept and use it, great. If you don't, then don't. I don't care one way or the other what you choose to do. And I am not going to talk to you about your behavior. You are an adult. Act like one. If you don't want to act like one, then don't. I mean, we've got all kinds of personalities out here. And for me to sit here and act like I'm going to tell you that your behavior has caused you to get into debt? Well, I'm not going to, because that's probably a lie from the devil. Your behavior has very little to do with debt, because most of us are not just going out here and blowing money. Most of us have had maybe health problems that have caused us to get into debt. Maybe you've been through a horrendous divorce that has left you in a situation such as mine. Maybe you have children that you're trying to help get out of a situation. I mean, behavior is not always a problem. Yes, I know some people do have behavior problems, right? And we all have had them in one way or another throughout our lives. But for me to sit here and condemn you for whatever caused your debt, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. So you figure that part out. I'm going to show you how to get out once you're ready to get out. Okay? No judgments here. I don't care one way or the other how you got into debt. Let's get you out. I asked 2 different banks for a line of credit, but they said they don't do that anymore. Oh my goodness. Do you have a video on how to pay off a loan of $7,000 with a credit card that has a $4,000 line? I do have videos. I mean, you've got to do a little bit of research and find them. And like I said, if you go to the playlist, you may find a video titled there. So check that out. Merry Christmas, SCP. Let's see, Kevin. I am being sued for a debt I could not pay and was sold to a third-party debt agency where I received a letter. Okay, I've heard of that before. Thank you so much, SCP. Thank you. You did not need to do that, but I appreciate you so much for your donation. Guys, spend your money on you. Go buy you something. Go buy you something for being special. But I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. SCP Adventures in God's Country. I even like that handle you got going on there. Karen says, I obtained a $40,000 HELOC and my debit card is coming soon. Yay! So excited for you, Karen. I am so excited for you. Hey, Zalone. It was nice meeting with you virtually last week. Merry Christmas. I totally enjoyed meeting with you, Zalone. Thank you for saying that. And Merry Christmas. Kevin says that they're going to sue me. Okay, we're following up here. So Kevin says that someone has sued him. It's third party. They sued me before the deadline they gave me to respond. However, I never received a letter that I am being sued. That is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know how to help you with that. That's a crazy situation, though. Okay, let's see. We've got, would you mind making a video of applying my remaining money of income minus expenses towards debt versus velocity banking? I hope that makes sense. I do have videos where I'm comparing taking cash flow and putting it onto a debt principal balance compared to using velocity banking, as in using a line of credit to chunk. So yes, I do have videos out there. I want to address that. When I had $50 of cash flow per month and Dave Ramsey was telling me to put that $50 on my mortgage, I'm sorry, I'm a realistic person, and I realize that when we're working with a closed-end loan, meaning your money can go in, but you cannot pull it back out, I was not going to take the last $50 that I had to my name in a month and put it into a loan, because guess what? My kids were going to need something. Something was going to come up that I was going to need $50. And I couldn't pull it back out. So if you are disciplined enough to take every dime that you have left over at the end of the month and you're going to put it into a loan, then wear it out. I want you to go do that. I really do. But I was not disciplined to do that. I am very disciplined to take a line of credit and throw it into a principal balance, whatever loan that be. I am disciplined enough to put my income back into the line of credit so that now I have access to my cash flow. I have that discipline. But I do not have discipline to take $20, $30, $50, $500 that I might get from wherever, throw it into a loan so that I can pay down the principal balance, and then me worry throughout the rest of the month. Now, what am I going to do if something comes up and I need money? Because you're not going to go pull it back out of a loan unless you redo that loan. We all know that. And we all have been taught for my lifetime that you can pay off your debt early if you'll just apply your money, your additional money, your cash flow, whatever, to the principal balance of a loan. That's common sense. We all know that. Every American that lives in the United States of America surely has the knowledge that if I take my extra money and put it into the principal balance, it is eventually going to pay off earlier. It eventually is. But if that is common knowledge, everybody knows you can do that, then why are all Americans not out of debt? Well, let me raise my hand to answer that question. Discipline. We don't have it. We not only don't have the discipline to put our extra money onto these principles, we're scared to death to do it because we know life happens and we're going to need money. We're going to need something that's going to come up that month. And if we have thrown our money into a loan, that is scary. I don't care who you are. Now, if you're okay with living with that expectation that something may happen and you're going to need access to some money, then do it. Like I said, do it. But I am not that person. I'm not going to act like I am. And you know what? I'll bet that 90% of Americans will agree with me that it is super tough to take every extra dime that you make in a month to put into a loan because of that knowing something is going to come up and you're going to need money and you're not going to have any. Then guess what? That just led you to another problem. That led us to these crazy, do I have them? Do I have them? Yeah, these crazy checks in the mail that come and then you sign it and put it into your bank. Because guess what? I just found, how much is this one? How much is it? 31,000? Is that what this is showing? I have another one here. So I click these just to show people I get them too. And then I show the comparison of using the check in the mail compared to using the line of credit. There's no comparison because you're not going to get into more debt if you're using a line of credit correctly. These loans with these high interest, dudes, I don't even know. I did this one the other day. So this is $1,000 live check that I could have gone and put in the mail if I'd wanted to. $1,000. Let's just look. I don't want to show it because I don't have the names marked out like I do on this one. And I don't want anybody to get their little feelings hurt because I'm showing what they're actually doing to the American people. But I'm going to look on here and see what this $1,000 is going to cost me if I put it in here. Where is the that one didn't have any information on it. I must have thrown it away. So I'm going to look at this one. This one's $6,000. It says this is a loan in capital letters across the check. Got it in the mail, made out to me. All I have to do is go throw it in the bank and I've got $6,000. But what is it going to cost me? 30.64%. I believe I did a video on this, or I was going to. I'm not sure if I've released it yet. But the finance charge at 30.64% is $3,851.94 on a $6,000 loan, which means that I'm going to pay a total of $9,851.94 for $6,000. And they make it really simple. You only have to pay $234.57 per month for 42 months. Do the calculations. Take $234.57 times 42 payments and see if you're paying back $6,000 or if you're paying back almost $10,000. Almost $10,000. Because you got desperate and got a $6,000 loan. Had you been prepared and already had the line set up and ready for you to use for Christmas, you wouldn't be doing nothing crazy like that. Nobody wants to pay double for something that they need or they bought. Nobody. So if we get knowledgeable and we get real about, okay, we need a line of credit. I don't care if it's 5,000. I don't care if it's 10,000. I don't care if it's 300,000. Get a line of credit set up and ready for you to use it so that you don't have to get desperate and jump into these checks in the mail or any of these crazy personal loans. You don't need to do that. And to answer what they were saying here, is what's the comparison of putting your extra money, cash flow, into the principal based or compared to the velocity banking concept? There's no comparison because you're always going to be ready. You're always going to be ready when you need that extra money, and you don't have to worry that, oh my gosh, I just put it all into that loan. What am I going to do? Let's go get a check in the mail, or let's go ask mom or dad for it. Who wants to live that way? Not me. You can have it. You go ahead and put your cash into that principal. I am going to go over here and get a line of credit and get real. I'm going to get real. Okay. Your teaching are overwhelming and the numbers just blew me away. Wish you were my financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor, but I appreciate you saying that. I appreciate that. I so wish that I would have learned about velocity banking years before I did. And infinite banking. That becoming your own bank is amazing. You've got to learn more about that. Just bought a home. I don't have any debt right now. How do I pay off my house faster? You need to check out the first lien HELOCs that I talk about in the videos. I just got off of an interview with a banker, a lender, and we went over how beautiful that tool is at the bank. So that almost always cuts down your payoff periods by decades. Okay. Noodle says, doing a lot of research and crunching numbers, you calculating interest using HELOC APR percent 12 months times end of month loan balance. Oh my gosh, I am so confused. What just happened? Interest using a HELOC is the interest rate times 12. No, the interest rate. I'm so confused. How about if I just show you? Let's just see what you need to know here. So when you're working with the line of credit, you're talking about a simple interest product, right? So if you have, even with a HELOC, let's say you have, we'll just go with $100,000 balance. And let's say it's at 8%. So you would take your balance times the 8%. So I'll run the numbers here. times 8%. That would be 8,000, right? So we've got 8,000. Then you would divide this by 12 months. So let's divide it by 12. And that would be 666. Oh my gosh, that's kind of scary. And 66 cents in interest per month. Okay. Now, if you wanted to get really detailed about what you're paying in interest per day, you would do the 100,000 times 8% divided by 365 days. Okay. That would give you the daily interest amount that you're paying. Then times 30, it would give you the monthly. I hope that makes sense. I hope that that's exactly what you were asking for. That is the way the line of credit simple interest is calculated. And it's based on the average daily balance, not on the balance at the end of the month. It's the average daily balance. Okay. All right. Jesus is answering people. Thank you so much. Swami, thank you. I will stay tuned and look into infinite banking. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Let's see. Michelle says, good morning and Merry Christmas. Hello, hello. I appreciate you guys. Joan, I'm sorry. Merry Christmas, VANNtastic family. Thank you, Christy, for your words of wisdom from your personal debt journey. Have a wonderful holiday. Thank you so much, Joan. Let's see. We've got Jesus answering more questions. Christy is an angel. No, I'm not. I'm a human being. I am, what is it? I am a spiritual being having a human experience. Is that what it is? Thank you so much for that, Maria. Love the level-headed take on things. Sometimes reality hits in different ways, as you explained, that causes financial debt. Glad you are here to focus on what's important, getting out of debt. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Southwest. I like that. Let's see. Nowhere in the world is there a channel like this to help people get ahead in their life. Super great channel and valuable information shared. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I've watched some of your videos, but I'm still a little confused on the first step to get started. Would you say it's the best to go to the bank first and collect info from there? You need to ask your bank or credit union for a revolving line of credit. So when they say they have them, then you would ask, okay, so what's the requirements for me getting one? What do I need for a credit score? What does my DTI need to be? My debt to income ratio. What does that need to be? What limits do they offer? What's the percentage rates? Once you get that information, then you'll know if you qualify, and then you'll know if it's something you're even interested in. Okay, so ask questions before you apply. We don't want to go out applying a bunch of places, because then that's going to make us have a lower credit score when they keep hitting our credit. Okay, let's not do that. I paid off $32,000 of my debt in October after finding Christy's channel in November of 2023. I was going to start working on my mortgage, but I got laid off in October as well. Well, I'm glad that you got a lot of debt paid off before that happened. I hope you get another job very quickly and that you get up and running again. Bless you. Bless you. Merry Christmas. Love from Boston. Hello, Boston. I bet it is cold up there today. Oh, my goodness. So glad I found you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Frogazon? I have no cash flow, and I've been trying for the last year to try and do velocity banking. I just don't know what to do. You've got to get some more cash flow. You've got to. Cash flow does make the difference with velocity banking. I don't know if that means rearranging your debt. I don't know what that means, but you have to have cash flow to do velocity banking unless you go with the Money Max system. The Money Max can work out things to where you may think that you don't have cash flow, but you actually do through the system. So there's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. Just get on it and find what is your solution. Okay. Um, Merry Christmas from Volcano, Hawaii. Oh my gosh, is that really a place? I had no idea. And didn't I hear where was it Hawaii that's having a volcano? I think I heard that yesterday. I hope not, but I think that's what I heard. Let's see. Gail, after watching some of Christy's videos, I made my calculations between having my mortgage refinanced via an all-in-one account at a higher rate, which includes a HELOC versus a regular refinance, and using, oh no. Oh, Gail, I don't know if you finished that or not. Betty says, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you so much, Betty. Jesus says the problem isn't debt. The problem is paying banks interest on consumer debt. Going into debt on income producing assets, the debt usually pays for itself while creating income for yourself. Absolutely. Thank you for that information. That is exactly right. Jesus, you're always so smart. Scott says, thanks for the information. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Scott, that's my husband's name too. So I say that name every day in case you were wondering. Merry Christmas. Oh no, my computer just jumped. Let me see. I lost my place. Without showing it to you. Okay. HELOC versus a regular refinance and using without showing it to you. I don't know what you're saying. I think that they don't show you the difference that the HELOC would make compared to the mortgage. I don't know. Is there a video that you have made that covers your method for those of us that are paid bi-weekly? I mean, I suppose I would just have to divide my monthly income. Anytime you get paid, if you have a line of credit, anytime you get paid, you would transfer the funds into the line. That's what I do still to this day. Paid daily, weekly, bi-weekly, bi-monthly, monthly, however you're paid, when you're paid, even on commission, just put it into the line of credit. And then everything that you pay out in expenses a month comes back out of the line of credit, okay? Yes, I do have videos on the bi-weekly pay as well. I'm not sure if that's in the playlist or not, but I know a commission one is in there, so maybe you could watch that. But it's so simple because I was paid weekly. So when I do the monthly calculations on the board, that's just to save room on the board. But yes, you absolutely can do transfers in, like I said, daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Okay. I don't know where to get a line of credit, Harry. You need to actually be asking the banks and credit unions around you. That's how you get it, is by asking questions. Let's see. Now we've got Jesus talking again. Thank you. Thank you. Do you add in interest on the HELOC monthly payment, Christy? Thank you. Absolutely. If I'm running anything I'm running on a board in a video, I have the interest included, and I usually divide it out. So if you look at that, also with the first lien HELOCs, they're usually interest only tools. So when your income is going into the line, you're actually satisfying the monthly payment as it goes in. I maxed out on my HELOC and PLOC. Oh my gosh. Okay, if you have cash flow, that should be coming down if you're transferring your income into the line. Okay. Quick question. Would you come to Albuquerque and teach a class for Legacy Church? Yes, Harry, I would. Yes. I'm actually working with a church in Myrtle Beach that we're looking at holding a conference there as well. So super excited about that. John says, hello, lady. Love your work. Could you explain the difference between normal loan and line of credit, please? Merry Christmas. John, the line of credit is revolving. That means all income can go in, all expenses can come out. The loan, you cannot do that. You make a payment, it's gone forever. Okay? That's the main difference between the loan and the line. The next difference that means a lot to me is that interest rate, because they'll show you a lower interest rate on a loan. The line of credit always has a higher interest rate compared to the loan. That's why when you go into the bank and you say, I want a line of credit, they'll say, oh no, that's got a high interest rate. You would want a loan. It's got a low interest rate. Lie from the devil. It's not low. It's not low. It's on an amortized schedule. So they're getting you there. Okay. That loan is almost always not just higher than the line, it could be double what that line of credit. If you have a 3% interest rate on a mortgage and you have an 8% interest rate on a HELOC, then that 3% in that amortization schedule is actually about 60%. Get educated, people. Get educated. That simple interest on the line of credit at 8% is actually 8%. Okay? Your 3% mortgage is actually about 60%. Get educated. I can tell you've not been watching videos or you would know the difference between the loan and the line. And I believe that I do have that in the playlist. So you can go check that out. The velocity banking method is not working to bring my HELOC balance down. I put my check into the HELOC and then pull the money out to pay the expenses, but it's not bringing the HELOC balance down. Valerie, that tells me that you don't have cash flow that you're leaving in the HELOC. If you are putting your income in and pulling your expenses out, then the balance has to go down if your cash flow is not only satisfying the interest due for that month, but it also leaves extra sitting in that balance. It has to come down. So that's telling me that you don't have any cash flow, because if you had cash flow, you would see the balances coming down. Jesus, I told Dave Ramsey that I was a human being and he tried to eat me, but he didn't have any rice. The beans and rice, is that what you're referring to, Jesus? That's hilarious. You have always been a joy. You've always been a joy. Oh my gosh. I know. I want to contact Jesus too, but you can't get a hold of him. I've already had the conversation. You're hilarious, Jesus. Lucy says, yes, we are having an eruption on the big island, but it's safely within the confines of. That is so good, Lucy. I did hear about that. I did hear, so I'm glad you're safe. Hey, Christy, I sent you an email. Do you know when you'll be getting to it? On Sunday? Maybe soon. I think I had 160 when I looked this morning, so I'm trying to get through the emails. That's exactly why I stopped the email service I had. It was just overwhelming. So usually when I wake up of a morning, I have right around 200 emails that I need to take care of in that day. So that means if I don't get them all in that day, guess what? They're building up. So be patient with me. It's super important to find a bank or credit union that provides a debit card with the HELOC. PenFed does not. Avoid PenFed nightmare. I did not know this. Now, does PenFed not link to your checking account? Because I thought they linked to those accounts. And if they do, then you would just use your checking account debit card. Maybe wrong about that, but I was thinking that they're pretty good to work with. I actually had 2 people last week that told me they wish they had gone with PenFed because of the options they offer. So make sure you're using the HELOC correctly there. Hello, Northwest Arkansas. Hello, hello. That's okay, Gail. That's okay. I would divide your expenses and cash flow in half, then run. Okay, so Jesus is answering questions. Thank you for that. Um, let's see. I was duped into getting a personal loan from my credit union when I really wanted a PLOC. Got it paid off as soon as possible, but I'll never make that mistake again. Those are tough. Once you're into a loan, it is tough to get that thing paid off. It is. So try to make sure you're getting into the line. Let's see. Merry Christmas, Christy. C. Parker says, I hope to set up a meeting with you in the new year. Love, joy, and peace to you and your family in 2025. Thank you so much for that. I need blessings just like the rest of us. So, I pray over the YouTube channel and you guys, the community, every day, because it's so, so important that we have the blessing of the Lord on whatever we do. What do you think of Avan HELOC, and is it good to use for this process? I will say I do have clients that use Avan. I do know that it has some additional fees that a regular HELOC does not have, but if that's your option right now until you're getting maybe your credit score increased or getting into a place to where you can move into, um, some sort of regular HELOC, then I've heard that it can work, but you do have additional fees. It's kind of like a glorified credit card that uses the equity of your home to secure it. So be careful with it. Make sure the numbers work for you in your situation. But I do have a couple of clients I've heard that they're okay with it. Okay. Yes, that was my attempt at beans and rice joke. You did great, Jesus. You did great. I noticed that Scott even laughed when I read that out loud, so he's paying attention. That's so funny. Let's see. I am new to your channel. I've been getting all of my stuff ready. I have everything I need to start off the new year. Excellent, Ruben. Excellent. So happy for you. It does, but the transfer from PenFed to regular checking takes many, many days. Okay, Asset, that just told me that you don't have your checking account with PenFed. That's the difference. If you have a HELOC, you need to have your checking account with the same bank. So that way you can make those easy transactions into and out of the HELOC. Okay, so consider that. No, I don't know anything about net credit. Hello from Lake Wells, Florida. Hello, hello. Thank you for your videos. Merry Christmas and God bless you. Thank you, Andres, for that. Is Rocket Mortgage good for a HELOC? I'm not naming any of those large banks out loud, but would I use them for a HELOC? No way. I hope that answered your question. I'd love for you to crunch my numbers. Been watching for weeks. I'll make it fast and easy. Already have a HELOC. Very good, DS. Are you saying right now, like while we're on here? Is that what you're saying? Because I'm actually getting ready to get off of here. I have a Christmas party coming up too. I'm super excited about. I have a 20-year HELOC with Wells Fargo at prime interest rate coming due in April. I use it every month to float my regular credit card to avoid interest. Can these be extended, or what company is? Steve, refinance that into another HELOC before your draw period ends. I think that's what you're saying. Just refinance it into another one. It's no big deal. Okay, yeah, you have to have a cash flow. So you have to have a cash flow if you're going to use Velocity Banking. And like I said, Money Max can help you as well. But I am so glad I got to spend this last 59 minutes and 4 seconds with you guys. I hope that you guys are really preparing for a great Christmas. I hope that you're excited about the new year, especially with your finances, because where there's a will, there's a way. And when you have Velocity Banking, guess what? You are you're in an exciting place that maybe you didn't even know existed. I know I didn't know that it existed before I heard that very first video from my friend Matthew Pillmore. He is the first one I ever heard talk about that. I have since got to meet him, and he's a great guy. So I am just excited to share the information with you guys. I hope that, like I said, it brings you the peace that you always hoped you could find out there, but you didn't know. We didn't know, and it's not your fault. It's just that we weren't taught this information. So that's what the channel is all about, is to get you not only how to get out of debt, but how to get into wealth. That's what's so exciting. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. DS. I absolutely did that myself. So yes, you can pay anything that you want to with that HELOC and let your income work that back down quickly. Thank you, Mikey. Thank you so much. Thank you, Robin. You all have a wonderful Christmas, a happy new year. I'm sure that I will be back on here very soon. Just wanted to say hello in person and let you guys know I'm thinking about you. Christine says, again, you are a blessing, Christy. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. I appreciate you saying that, Christine. Thank you so much. Ugal says, God bless your sister. I was led to your channel and I thank the Lord for you. I've been watching your videos. How can I get in touch with you to get started? Google, I have a website, VANNtasticfinances.com. I have a link in the description below this video. You're welcome to reach out. Oh, I'm signed up for the online conference you're having. Can you remind me of when that will be happening? The online conference starts January the 9th through the 11th. And you will be getting an email about that. So stay tuned. We are having an online all virtual conference. Chris Noggle is going to be in the house. I'm super excited about him. We're going to have the lenders that do the first lien HELOCs, the all-in-ones. And we're going to have, oh my gosh, we've got so many different people lined up to join us for that. It's going to be very educational. I'm going to be talking, of course, about velocity banking, but we're going to add all of these people in that actually bring value to your finances as well when they teach you about how to build wealth. We even have these California book writers, authors, whatever you want to call them. They actually write children's books about finances, and I think that's super exciting. But regardless of your Christmas, where you're at, I don't care if you're in another part of the world, give God the glory for your life, that He gives you the breath that you are taking in as we're speaking right here, because without Him, we're nothing. And I want to give Him all the glory for velocity banking and the wisdom that came into my life. Remember, your giving affects your finances as well. So be a giver and give with a cheerful heart, because that's what we're put down here to do, is to help other people. If you're helping people, then you're getting the fulfillment that you need in your own life. So very important that you keep God first and that you know who your creator is, so that He can be a blessing to your life every day. Because remember, Jesus Himself said that He came here to give us life, and to give us life more abundantly. Amen and amen. I'll take it. I hope you do too. I hope you guys have a terrific Christmas. I am going to get off of here right now, but I will see you in the next video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.